Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we will see together how to make this kind of 3D printing, which are Spotify QR codes that redirect people to the music they want. So we meet directly on Spotify here. You will search for the music you want. So for example, I will take Orelsan. I will take which one? Alright. Here you will click on the three small dots that are on the right. You will click on share and then copy the link to the title. Once you have copied the title link, you can lower that window there. You go to Spotify code, which you find directly in the description of the video on YouTube. You copy the link here, you do get Spotify code here. Don't go wrong with the format. You ask what it gives you in SVG and you download. Once you have recovered your SVG file, you open Fusion 360 and you go into insert and insert SVG file. Then you will look for it directly in your computer where you saved it simply. I'll put it on the video to make it easier. You click and there you have your SVG file that appears. Now you have to be careful because often there are small link problems with the SVG file, so we will fix it. So for that, you're going to click on the little padlock that's right here. You will select the area by clicking from right to left, and then you will click on coincide and you select the correct ones to repair. So this one and this one, in fact, it will simply link them, which will make it possible to solve the problem much more easily. You look at other places. If there is not a problem generally, there is a second problem down. Often there are only two problems, I tell you. No need to look for more, but check anyway. So we take the little padlock from right to left. We take this tool again. There you click on the... And there is the connection, which is done automatically. Once you have fixed all the small binding problems that there are, you can check by selecting the selected tool and going to the faces. You have to have each face to be able to extrude them later. Once it's done, you finish them. Once we have that, you're going to select from left to right inside the Spotify QR code, and we're going to zoom in a little bit, and you're going to deselect these three areas. Here you click on the extrusion tool, so we're going to put it in 3D so you have a better view, and you extrude about 5 millimeters. You come back here, you make the sketch reappear. This time you click on the different parts that we didn't select previously. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We select the different parts using shift. We will resume and get back to 3D for you. And here we resume the extrusion and we will extrude this time only 2000 mm. So we can stop there for the most basic versions. After, for those who know a little more Fusion 360, obviously, you can extrude, for example, the side here and make a drilling to make a kind of key ring simply.
So once you have the model that suits you, me,
personally, I will stick with the most basic model. You go to File Export and you will export well, especially in STL. Then you just need to drag and drop your file into Cura. Once you have entered your file in Cura, you have two solutions. The first solution is either print it as is, so with the settings you want, you are cut, and then you export it to a USB stick, so you have about 2,800 minutes, or the second solution. You can just here, you click on preview, you will look at the layer, or voila, the Spotify logo starts to appear. So here I will be layer 17 to 18. You are going to extension post-processing edit the jet code. Here you are going to click on add script and filament change. Make sure that your machine takes into account the M600 command to be able to simply shift the machine and change the filament more easily. And in layer you simply enter the layer that we saw earlier, namely layer number 18. You close, you recut, and there, as you can see, 17 so far, it will give me a first layer of the color I want, and then from layer number 18 it will start printing me a new layer. So the machine will put on the side, will ask me to change the filament and resume printing normally. Finally, all you have to do is export the file to the USB drive you want and eject it safely. No, you just need to start 3D printing. Once the printing is done, you have this kind of super cool QR code that you can send to your buddies, or you can put in different places that allow you, when you open the Spotify app, to be directed to the music you just printed out. So for the video, I did several tests. So in white unicolor, you should know that it works, but it doesn't work very well. If you color the top in black, it works very well. In black, it doesn't work at all. After, I didn't try to put blanco or white paint on top to see if it worked, but I think it did. Will work extremely well too. And for those who don't want to bother making a filament change, right in the middle. I made this impression by printing the first small plate behind and then printing the QR code in front. I then hot glued them because I had more strong glue. But I think if you do it with strong glue, you will have a better result and you won't have the little pies I made, but it also works very well. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of 3D printing. Feel free to tell me in the comments if you want me to make more videos of this type. In the meantime, you can also check out my other videos. It was Keep on Fire, peace out.